So students, class 9th, this is your fourth poem from your book Beehive, and this poem has been written by the Irish poet William Butler Yeats, and poem's name is The Lake Isle of Innisfree. Actually, what does poet want to say through this poem? Actually, this poem has been written in the old days of William Butler Yeats, and in whole life Yeats had been the revolutionary for the freedom of his country Ireland. But in old age, he got irritated and tired from the hustle and bustle situation and hustle and bustle condition of the city life. And at his last age, he came in the contact of Indian saints and Indian Veds and Vedas and Puranas. So when he came in contact of Indian environment and culture, then he realized that yes, the life, city life and life of his country is really hustle and bustle, filled with hustle and bustle. And in his old age, though he has got tired from his hustle and bustle life, he himself wanted to find out such a place where he could lie easily. He could pass his time, his life peacefully in natural surrounding. So this poem is the longing, that is the keen desire. This poem is the sound of his soul, voice of his soul, keen desire, longing of his soul. So let us start this poem, and whatever he wanted in his old days, you will come to know. The poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree. As you are getting, the Lake Isle, lake, that is the jheel, a small source of water. Isle means land, dweep of Innisfree. Innisfree is the imaginative place of the writer, imagination of the mind of the writer. So Lake Isle of Innisfree. Poet says, I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree. Poet is saying here will has been used with I. So poet is firm determined. Poet is saying this word formally. Poet has decided to do what. I will arise. Poet will arise, mistake path and go now and reach, go to the Innisfree. That is his imaginative place. Innisfree. He will create a place Innisfree where the silence will prevail, here where the totally natural surrounding will be. So poet is decided that he will arise and go to the Innisfree, and by reaching there, that is that imaginative place Innisfree where the natural surrounding will prevail, a small cabin built there, and he will construct a small cabin to lay in that of clay, and that cabin will be built or constructed by the clay, that is the mud and wattles made. Wattle is the plant, wild plant, which is used to create the fence, etc. So he will construct the cabin by applying the clay, that is the mud and the that wooden plant. 9 bean rows, and after creating cabin there of the clay and metal, poet will plant the 9 bean rows. Will I have there, poet will plant there the 9 bean rows, a hive for the honeybee, and also he will have the hive, that is the chhata of madhumakhi, hive for the honeybee, and he will collect the honeybee from the hive and live alone in the bee loud glade. And there in the Innisfree, when he have the honey bees and other environmental things, natural things, then he will live alone, all alone. There will be no there to create noise, hustle and bustle. He will be all alone there in the bee noise glade happily. Glade is, that is the symbol of happiness. And I further poet says that I shall have some peace there. Poet is saying that in doing so, when the be loud glade will be there, natural surrounding will be there, then he will be able to have the some peace there, mental peace, heart peace, soul peace there. Overall contentment will be there in his heart. For peace comes dropping slow, for because peace comes dropping slow. Dropping slow is the symbol of the falling of the raindrop, as gentle raindrops fall from the sky as the bliss of the God. In same way, peace also falls from the sky as the raindrop, as the bliss of the God. So when he will be in peace, then God will be gracious upon him, and then the bliss of the peace will fall upon him slowly from the sky, dropping from the wells of the morning. Further he says that the peace will fall from the veil, that is curtain, parda, of the morning, to where the cricket sings. And from where those blessing will come, from where, from there the cricket sings, means the from the sound singing of the crickets prevail, peace will prevail there, and then the peace fall down, because cricket sings at such places where there is no other hindrance, there is no other sound, only the natural quiet and calm is there, then cricket starts to sing. So poet is saying that the calm and quietness, peacefulness be prevail in such way that cricket will sing, and then the uh, peace will fall from the wells of the morning from the sky, as the gentle blessing of the God. And after that, poet says that their midnights all a glimmer, and their midnight is all a glimmer, means they fly the glimmer, that is in, you can say, jugnu in Hindi. So their midnight will be shining, and noon a purple glow, and noon will be of the purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. And the evening midnights will be shining, noon will be purple glow, and the evening will be filled with the song of the linnet bird and the sound of the linnet wings fluttering. And after that, poet is saying through this passage that he will create such a natural surrounding, he will go in such a natural mid of this natural surrounding, that there will be no even a mark, little bit mark of the human being activities. There will prevail only natural surrounding, nature will work there, and then the natural peace will prevail there, and poet will live there. After that, poet says, I will arise and go now, for always night and day, means poet will departure from the hustle and bustle situation for ever and ever to the Innisfree. I hear the lake water lapping. Now in his imagination, poet is hearing the water lapping, that is the sound of the water, hit of the water to the shore of the lake, seashore, etc., because he will create Innisfree on the waves of the water. So he is hearing in his imagination the lapping of the water to its shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey. Poet is saying that in the city, on the roadway, on the pavement grey, or anywhere, you can hear only hustle and bustle situation, lot of noise of machines and a human being, etc., which is not the source of the peace. But when he will reach in the Innisfree, which will he create on the waves of the water, then he will be able on the road, because in the Innisfree there will be road on the water waves, pavements also on the water waves. Then if he will go on roadway, poet will go on roadway or pavements grey or anywhere in Innisfree, he will listen only the peace, silence falling from the sky, falling from the morning, nature's morning, as the blaze of the God. And I hear it in the deep heart's core, and poet is saying that he will hear it with the deep contentment heart, contented heart, and heart's core, मीन्स वह एकदम अपने तहे दिल से एकदम आत्मा की शांति में रहेगा, उसकी आत्मा शांत होगी, और तब उसके मन और मस्तिष्क और आत्मा को जब शांति प्राप्त होगी, तब वह यह शांति प्रकृति के गोद से सुनेगा, और इस तरह से उसे बहुत ही राहत और सुख समृद्धि अनुभव महसूस होगी. सो पोएट इज हियर रिकमेंडिंग, showing that the city life is in hustle and bustle situation. No one is satisfied in the city life because of its hustle and bustle nature, and if one wants to have peace, then he shall have to go, or he will have to go in the lap of the nature for the mental and soul peace, for the contentment of the heart. This is the theme. If any problem occurs, then contact me. Thank you.